What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are doing another BuffBunny Collection haul review try-on situation, and although this is a mini one, let me tell you guys, these are some of the pieces you absolutely need. Like, no joke. You need them. So although this is a mini launch, I do go pretty in depth in sizing. I try different sizes of the same pieces. I try some pieces from previous releases, such as the Rosa leggings, so that you guys know how they look and fit in comparison to those pieces. I also compare some of the different colors of previous pieces into the new ones, so you guys can have a better feel of the difference in color. As always, although I am a BuffBunny Collection athlete, I give you guys my honest review as to how I feel about every single piece in all of the launches, because at the end of the day, these videos are for you guys, and if I'm not honest, it really helps nobody. I want to make sure that you guys feel confident in everything that you guys are purchasing. If this is your guys' first time tuning in, my name is Gabrielle Tongo, but you can call me Gabs, and I'm so happy to have you here. If you guys want to know all the details, all my thoughts when it comes to the BuffBunny Collection Hint of Summer mini launch happening on Saturday, June 13 at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, then just keep watching. As always, there will be additional information on the screen if I forget to say it verbally, and if after the video you guys have any additional questions, feel free to message me on Instagram for the fastest response. And something that I'll address right away, because I know it's always a question that people ask, is when it comes to the pricing of BuffBunny Collection pieces, we do not know until BuffBunny Collection posts them on their Instagram. So make sure to check my Instagram stories around Thursday or Friday, and that's where I will share them as soon as I know them. In addition, I do like to post them in the comment section down below once I do know the prices, so always make sure to check back on this video as well. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Let me tell you guys, although this is a mini launch, you need these pieces. They are hands down some of my favorite, especially the shorts and the top that I'm wearing right now. They are going to be my go-to all summer, no doubt. All the pieces are made of BuffBunny Collection's iconic energy fabric, which is actually the same fabric that some of their previous pieces, such as the spicy leggings and their dresses. So if you guys have any of these pieces, then you know how amazing this fabric is. So for those who may have never heard of the energy fabric is ultra stretchy, extremely soft, and sweat wicking. It was designed for your high energy lifestyle. The fabric elasticity will hug your body frame and provide enough support to keep up with all the energy your body demands. Let the fabric accompany you with all your adventures in life. The way I've described the energy fabric in the past is essentially their Newbury fabric, which is what their Rosa pieces are made of, but 10 times better in my opinion, just because it's a little bit thicker, a little bit more compressive, so it hugs your body a little bit. I like to say that it kind of has that snapback effect. So although it's very stretchy, it snaps back to fit your figure really, really nicely. Honestly, when it comes to sweat wicking, I don't pay too much attention to this just because I sweat a lot, and no matter what, the sweat is always going to be there for me. Again, the energy fabric is hands down my favorite, and if there's any fabric that you guys need from BuffBunny Collection, it's definitely going to be the energy one, especially if you like that ultra buttery soft feeling, but you want something that's just a little bit more body hugging. The energy fabric is certainly for you. Now that we've got the fabric out of the way, let's dive into the pieces itself. Alright, so let's start with the shorts, because I know the shorts is what I got the most questions about. So I have to say, the first thing that I've absolutely fell in love with when it comes to the shorts was the inseam. The inseam is 5 inches long, which gives it kind of that biker short feel, but not as long as some. Like, some will definitely go up to your knee, where these ones are kind of like the in-between. It's not too short, not too long. I think it's a perfect length. And keep in mind, I am 5'1", so this is the length that they come up to me, which is about mid-thigh. Absolutely love the length. I think these are going to be great shorts for those who want to wear shorts but maybe don't want the super short ones, or maybe you're not super comfortable with shorts. These would definitely be the best ones for you, just because I feel that they come down long enough, especially in the back, where you don't need to worry about your butt cheeks coming out whatsoever. So if you've been kind of hesitant on trying shorts, I would definitely recommend these Live shorts because of the extra length that they do give you. In addition, I love the waistband on these, that they are a little bit higher, so they come up above my belly button for me, because I do have a short torso, so I'm not sure how it would be for my taller girls. I was able to get my hands on some different sizing in some of the pieces, so I could show you guys in comparison of what different sizes look like on my body type. And as you'll see, the large ones definitely came up a little too high for me, where I did have to roll them down. They also fit a little bit looser on me as well in comparison to the mediums. I found that the mediums were definitely the perfect fit for me. They snapped back perfectly enough where I didn't feel it was too loose in the tummy area and around my crotch, and just overall I didn't feel like they were too loose. I'll still wear the larges, but those will be more of like my kind of comfort kind of feel. Like I don't want to be like too snatched kind of situation. So I definitely preferred the mediums over the larges. Now, keep in mind throughout the whole video as I talk about my sizing, my preference in how I like my bottoms to fit is pretty fitted. I do keep in mind obviously my stomach area, that if I go too small, then that's kind of where I get muffin top. But I personally like the tighter fit in my bottoms, so I usually go with my smaller size. However, that doesn't mean that I don't fit in the larger sizes. Honestly, I probably could have gotten a small in these shorts. However, I don't think that I'd be as comfortable in them. I think it'd be maybe a little bit too tight on the end of the shorts as well as around my stomach. I think that's where, you know, a lot of the rolling in the waistband happens, is when you don't get the correct size, whether it's too big or too small. With the larges, I did find them rolling down, but that's because there was just too much fabric there, so it was going like literally up to my bra. So naturally I can expect them to roll down, and which is why I would preferably fold them down. But I can definitely imagine that with these small shorts, I would definitely have the issue of like a muffin top or the band rolling down. So that's always something that I say to keep in mind. For these shorts, I also didn't find that they did that sausage roll effect at the ends that some shorts do, where it's a little bit too tight on the seam. These ones sit really nicely on the thighs, doesn't do any pinching or anything like that. As you'll see in the shorts as well as the leggings, the booty contour is so beautiful. It's very subtle, but it's just like, it's amazing how just a little more of a sharper, you know, cut in the back just really contours your booty a little bit more. I will show you guys a comparison of the Rosa leggings to these Live leggings and shorts, and you can see the just slight change in detail that made the contouring just that much better. So again, this applies to the shorts and the leggings. But anyways, back to the shorts. Again, I absolutely love them, and they will definitely be my go-to when it comes to either matching them with the top or wearing them with like a baggy hoodie or shirt, because that's kind of my style lately. But they are definitely my favorite shorts that BuffBunny Collection has ever launched. They're the perfect length, they're the perfect fabric, they're the perfect contouring, they're the perfect design when it comes to the seams. I literally have nothing bad to say about them. I definitely didn't find any camel toe or anything like that. Obviously, if you hiked it up really, really high like I did in this video, just for the video purposes, I'd never wear them this high. But I just wanted to show you guys, obviously, if you overdo it with the pulling it up, that's definitely going to happen. Another thing that I showed you guys in this video is that with the larges, I was able to give myself a wedgie for those who like that wedgie kind of look with their leggings. I personally don't, but I just wanted to show you guys that with the larger size, I was able to do that. But again, not my style, but if it is for you, then maybe go a bigger size. I don't know how that whole thing works, but I just noticed I was able to do that. So overall for these shorts, I do prefer the medium, and I do think that the smalls would be just a little bit too uncomfortable. Again, I think they'd fit, but I just don't think that I'd be super comfortable like I am in the mediums. So those are the Live shorts, and on to the Live crop tops, which is what I'm wearing. If you know me, I'm not normally a t-shirt kind of girl, but I definitely love these crop tops. So I'm wearing a large in this pink one, and then I'm wearing a extra large in the blue grayish kind of color. And I definitely have to say that I do prefer the extra large. For me, it's such a struggle with t-shirts because of my arms and then my broadness. So I found that the extra large just gave me a little bit more breathing room around my arms and didn't restrict me as much. Although these t-shirts are super, super stretchy, I just find that the large is just a little bit restricting in the arms in specific. I do find that because I am going with the larger size to accommodate for my bust, my broadness, and my arms, I do have quite a bit of room like on the rib area. So it does sit nicely on my stomach, as you'll see in the videos, but I definitely have a little bit of room to kind of stretch it out if I wanted to. But I do have to say that my most comfortable size is the extra large. I definitely don't think a medium would fit nicely on my arms whatsoever. So just keep that in mind if you have quite a bit of muscle in your arms or body fat in your arms, that I would recommend going, you know, kind of a size up, just because again, although it's very stretchy, it does have that snapback effect where it hugs you throughout your body. So that's the one thing that I've never really liked about t-shirts, and that's why I normally go with the long sleeves. Overall, I do love these crop tops. I really like that it scoops at the bottom and it is a little bit longer in the back, shorter in the front. I think that's really pretty. I mean, I'll definitely still wear the larges, but like I said, the extra large is just a little bit more comfortable. I find that I definitely don't see like my back fat as much in the extra large versus the large. I also really, really like the neckline here. As you can see, it doesn't come up too high. I don't know if it's because I pulled it down. I just find it's really, really nice. I like that you can see a little bit of my collarbone here, and I don't know, I just find that this t-shirt just is such a good t-shirt to like dress up or dress down and wear kind of whenever. Honestly, all these pieces aside from the bra are definitely perfect pieces for anything that you're doing, whether it's working out, running errands, chilling at home, whatever it is. Because of the fabric, you literally feel just so comfortable. But anyways, those are my final thoughts on the Live crop tops. All right, now on to the Live leggings. Similar to the shorts, absolutely love the fit of them, the contouring of them. Something that I actually forgot to mention with the shorts is that the waistbands are actually double layered, so that's why you have a little bit more tummy control. Again, I find that if you go with the correct sizing, then you will have that bit of tummy control. Now, it's not super high compressive. Again, it's kind of just that perfect amount of compression to hug your body. The leggings are super stretchy, but again, snaps back into that figure. I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but I really just need to emphasize that when it comes to this fabric, that's what makes it so unique in my opinion, is that it's so light, so soft, so stretchy, but still hugs you the way that you'd want to be hugged with your clothing, but not in a restrictive way. It's seriously just so amazing. But anyways, back to the leggings. I actually found that there wasn't too much extra fabric in the length, and I think it's because the inseam on these is 26. I think for the most part they are always about 26 or 27, but I just found that there wasn't too much extra fabric, which was really nice for someone who's really short. Again, really nice and high-waisted, and I honestly just don't have anything bad to say about them either. They're just similar to the shorts. Absolutely just love the way that they fit and feel, and definitely prefer these over the Rosas when it comes to just feeling more controlled in, but like not too much. Like, I don't know how many times I can say this because it's literally the best way to describe these pieces. I would say that they're just as high-waisted as the Rosas, but again, just a little bit more tummy control. And as you'll see here on the screen, I am comparing the Live leggings in comparison to a few of the different Rosa leggings that have previously launched, so that you can see how these Live leggings compare to any of the previous Rosa leggings that have launched in the past, from the very first ones all the way up into the most recent ones. I just wanted to make sure that I gave you guys a really good comparison of how these fit in comparison to those previous pieces. Again, I didn't find any issues when it comes to the camel toe, which is very surprising to me. I thought that I would experience more camel toe just because of the fabric, but I honestly did not. Again, I think this also comes down to you getting the right size, because when there's extra material around the crotch, that gives the crotch more opportunity to make the camel toe. So that's definitely something to keep in mind when it comes to your sizing. Also on the screen, you are seeing me compare these smalls to the mediums. Honestly, I liked both sizes. I found the smalls did fit a little bit nicer in regards to like how tight I liked them, but the mediums were more the comfortable fit. So again, it really just comes down to your preference and how you like your leggings to fit. All right, now on to the final piece of this launch, and that is the Lively bras. Now, before I get into this bra, I did want to let you guys know that they did let me know to tell you guys that these bras were intentionally made more for the smaller breast sizes, whether that's natural or not. It is definitely meant more for the smaller breast sizes. I see this bra on a lot of other girls who have much smaller cups than I do, and it looks way better than it does on me. I tried a size large and an extra large to see if that helped, but it just didn't. I didn't feel super secure with my cups. You can definitely tell I'm like about to bust out, and especially with the line in the middle, it just emphasizes them more that they're gonna bust out there. In addition, the extra large actually fit really nicely on the back, but as you can see, as I was moving back and forth, it unclasped at the top there. Okay, so disregard what I said here because I definitely did not clasp it correctly. Here in this video, I'm clasping it how you should, and this is how it'll stay secure. Overall, I think the bra is a nice design, but I do think that it's not everyone's cup of tea. Personally, I know a lot of people who just don't like this design, and that's totally fine. Or on the other hand, I know a lot of people who love this design. I do have to say that I love the open back concept that this bra has. I do think it fits really nicely, especially for those girls who do have bigger lats. And I think that the clasp, making it a metal kind of material that they did, is like really high quality. But overall, for a larger, bustier girl, I don't think this bra is for you. I just think your girls are going to be popping out way too much. For my smaller cup girls, I think this would be really nice if this is your style. I do have to say that I think that in general that the top there with the clasp is going to be a little bit looser. I anticipated it to be a little bit more fitted, but I found that even with the large, it was a little bit loose there. So just keep that in mind as well. Obviously, because I know it's not meant for the larger cup girls, especially those who are enhanced, this is definitely not my go-to bra. I do think that if you are into this design and if you do have a smaller chest, then this will be a fun bra for you to layer with a tank top or something. But those are just a few things to keep in mind. Alright, so those are my overall thoughts on the 4 pieces that are coming out. I do want to dive into some of the questions that I got on Instagram as well. So the most common question that I'm getting is there camel toe? And as I addressed throughout the video, I didn't find anything crazy with the camel toe. Now, you guys know from previous videos, if you guys have watched my videos before, when I notice camel toe right away, that's when I think it's a problem. And that's when I think you should really address it and say camel toe. With these ones, I don't notice it right off the bat. Again, I only notice it if I really hike them up and don't pull them down appropriately like you would with any leggings or shorts. I do think that you need to pull them down a little bit when you do hike them up. But in general, I wouldn't say that these give you camel toe if you get the right size. And as I mentioned previously, with the larges in the shorts, because they were a little bit too big, I did find that I was getting a little bit camel toe and kind of like a baggy kind of crotch situation, but that was due to not getting the correct size. So again, just keep that in mind when it comes to whether or not you do experience camel toe or not. And I say this all the time in my videos, but honestly, camel toe comes down to a woman's vagina. I know a lot of people who don't experience camel toe in the leggings that I do, or vice versa. And honestly, it just comes down to your V's. So just keep that in mind when it comes to camel toe situations. I mean, like I said, I do know that there's some leggings where it's a little bit like, no, something's just wrong here. But when it comes to these leggings in specific, no, there is no camel toe in my opinion. Do the shorts roll up? No, I don't find that the shorts roll up in the thighs whatsoever. Again, as long as you get the correct sizing. I think also because they are a little bit longer, they don't have as much of an opportunity to do so. Like for example, right now I'm sitting wearing the Rosa shorts and they're a much shorter short and I find that they're rolling up a little bit. But where with those ones, because they do come a little bit longer, I just don't find that they have the opportunity to roll up. So personally for me, I did not notice that they rolled up on myself. Is the fabric thin? In other words, will cellulite show through? So the Energy fabric is a lightweight, luxury, buttery soft, second skin kind of material. So essentially it is thinner, but I wouldn't say like thin in a cheap way. It's more so just trying to make it as lightweight as possible. And I do find that any material that's like the Nubray fabric or the Energy fabric, it does show cellulite a little bit, but also I always say that cellulite will be shown through any sort of light colors or light fabrics like that. And really the only way to hide the cellulite in certain leggings is if it's made of a different fabric that's more thicker or more opaque kind of situation. And another thing you guys need to remember is that cellulite is a texture, right? So it's a little bit harder to smooth over a texture with clothing pieces unless they're super thick. So the only downside when it comes to these, you know, super buttery soft, you know, naked feeling kind of materials is that it definitely does show cellulite a little bit more. I did purposely do those butt clenching kind of demonstrations throughout the video so you guys could see how much it does show through. As always, the lighter colors will show it a little bit more. But honestly, I just find these pieces are so worth it that I don't even care if a little bit of cellulite shows through. I'm gonna own my stripes and it's totally a-okay, you know? So I hope that helps answer your question. A lot of the other questions is, do these pieces stay put or do they move around? In my opinion, they stay put pretty well. You know, putting my arms up and down, I don't find that the shirt moves. Again, it's due to a little bit of compressiveness that this Energy fabric offers. And again, it does come down to getting the correct size as well. This goes for the shorts, the leggings, the crop tops, everything. In regards to sizing, I would stick to your normal size overall, just because although it is a little bit more of a stretchy material, it does have that bit of compression in there. But for the Energy fabric in specific, I would just stick to your true sizes, except for when it comes to the t-shirts. As I mentioned, for me, I got a large and an extra large, but that's only because of my build. I know that I have bigger arms. I know I'm more broad. So knowing that a t-shirt does cut off, you know, here on the arms, I knew I should size up. So if you guys have a similar build to me, just keep that in mind. I normally like to get a small or a medium in their t-shirts. Like for the long sleeve naughty crops, I'd get smalls and mediums for those. but there's definitely no way I could have done a small or a medium in these crop tops in specific. Alright you guys, so that is everything for today's video. I want to thank you guys again so much for tuning in and trusting me when it comes to your guys' online shopping experience. If this is your guys' first time shopping with BuffBunny Collection, I always like to leave some tips when it comes to making sure that you get what you want, so I'll leave those here on the screen. BuffBunny Collection is a release-based company, which means that they do release on a certain day and time, and usually pretty quickly sizes will go. I do advise that you guys get on there right away and you guys know exactly what you want and you guys make the checkout as fast as possible. Again, those tips will be on this screen. If you guys do want to support me directly as a BuffBunny Collection athlete, I would appreciate it so much, and you guys can do so by entering the code GABS at the referral code box that I'm showing on this screen, or at checkout where it says discount code. Again, my code does not provide a discount of any sort, but it does show that you do appreciate me as an athlete, tells the company that, you know, hey, Gabs is doing a good job being an athlete, and I do make a small commission from it as well. If you guys do choose to support me, please let me know on Instagram so I can personally thank you, or even down in the comments below. I like to always know those who do support me because it is an extra step that you guys need to take that you absolutely do not have to. So those who do take the time to do so, I do want to always thank you guys so much. As always, if you guys have any further questions, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. It is the fastest way to get a hold of me, the fastest way to get a response. I always want to help you guys throughout your shopping journey and make sure that you guys know exactly what to get, what's worth it, what's not, what sizes to get, all that good stuff. And sometimes I might convince you to get an extra thing or two, but you can ask anyone who asks me for advice, and I'll always get back to you guys leading up to launch and even afterwards as well. At the end of the day, I'm here for you guys to help you guys with whatever it might be. And so please do not be shy to reach out to me on Instagram. Again, it is the fastest way to get a hold of me, although you can leave your questions here in the comments as well, and I will check periodically. Alright, so again, the Hint of Summer mini launch is happening this Saturday, June 13 at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And these are the only pieces releasing. There will be no restocks of anything else. This is it. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you guys aren't subscribed already, make sure to do so by hitting the button over here. If you guys want to catch some of my other try-on haul videos, I will leave some videos for you guys to watch over here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!